Problem number 1. Solve the equation 3x minus 1 squared minus 5 2x plus 1 squared plus 2 times 6x minus 3 times x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 squared plus 3 times 2x minus 1. So while this looks like an equation that is quadratic, we will see that eventually the terms cancel out and we end up with a linear equation in the end. So the formula we will be using quite often is sum of two terms squared, and this is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And just as a reminder how we prove this, you can write the second power of a plus b as a plus b times a plus b, and then we can split the first term and write this as a times a plus b plus b times a plus b, which is equal to a squared plus ab plus b times a plus b squared, which is a squared plus ab plus ba, and ab, that's the same thing, plus b squared, which indeed is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so now let's go back to our problem, and we will use this, for example, on the first term, we have a is equal to 3x and b is equal to minus 1. So 3x minus 1 squared is a squared, which is 3x squared, plus 2 times a, which is 3x, times b, which is minus 1, plus b squared, which is minus 1 squared, which is 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Okay, so let's go back. And we know that this equation is 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Then we have 5 times, using the same formula, 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. Then we have plus 2 times, and we will use the same trick we used before. So we have big bracket 6x times x plus 1 minus 3 times x plus 1. And this is equal to x minus 1 squared. So this is, again, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, which is x squared plus 2 times x times minus 1 plus minus 1 squared, and then there's plus 6x minus 3. Okay, so we will simplify things. So just rewrite 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Then we have 5 times 4 is 20, x squared minus 20x minus 5. So that was the first bracket. Then we have 2 times 6x squared plus 6x. That's the first term in the big bracket. Then minus 3x minus 3. And this should be equal to x squared plus, minus x, there's 2, plus 1 plus 6x minus 3. Okay, so we can start simplifying things. First, the quadratic terms. So 9 minus 20 is minus 11x squared. Then we have minus 6x minus 20x is minus 26x. And then we have 1 minus 5 is minus 4. And then we multiply out the bracket. So we have plus 12x squared plus 12x minus 6x minus 6, and this is equal to x squared. Then we have minus 2x plus 6x is plus 4x, and 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Okay, so let's simplify first the left-hand side. We have 12x minus 11x is x squared. We have minus 26x minus 6x is minus 32x, and then plus 12x is minus 20x, and then we have minus 4 minus 6 is equal minus 10, and this should be equal to x squared plus 4x minus 2. Okay, so now we see that indeed we can subtract x squared from both sides of the equation, which leaves us to minus 20x minus 10 is 4x minus 2. Adding 20x to both sides of the equation leads to minus 20x minus 10 plus 20x is 4x minus 2 plus 20x. Now these two cancel and we are left with minus 10. And this is equal to 24x minus 2. So adding 2 to both sides of the equation, we get minus 10 plus 2 is equal to 24x. Minus 8 is equal to 24x, which means that x is equal to minus 8 over 24, or x is equal to minus 1/3. Okay, that was problem number 1. Problem number 2. X plus 1 cubed minus x minus 1 cubed is equal to 6. X plus 2 x minus 1 minus 2 times x plus 1 plus 2 times x minus 1, and this is equal to 0. So now we'll be using similar formula we used before for a sum of two terms, but now to the third power. And in exactly the same way as we did before, we can prove this by expanding the brackets. I'll just write down the solution. You may know already. It's 8 cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3a b squared plus b cubed. So you see the power of a is going down. Power of b is going up, so we have 1 power, 2 powers, 3 powers, and in each terms we have sums of the powers of a and b add up to 3, and then the coefficients are 1, 3, 3, 1. So using this formula for the problem, we can say that x plus 1 cubed is x cubed plus 3x squared 1 plus 3x 1 squared plus 1 cubed, and then we have minus, and we will write x minus 1 cubed. So this is x cubed plus 3 times x times x squared times b, which is minus 1. Then we have plus 3 times x b squared. Then we have plus b cubed, which is minus 1 cubed. And we close the big bracket, so we dealt with this term. And this should be equal now to 6 times. And again, we will split the first bracket into x times x minus 1. And then there is plus 2 x minus 1. And what we are left with is minus 2x minus 2 plus 2x minus 2. And this should be equal to 0. Okay, so let's simplify some of the terms. Before the first bracket, we have x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. Then we have the second bracket, in which we have x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 1. And this should be equal to 6 times x squared minus x plus 2x minus 2. and then the leftover is minus 2x plus 2x cancel, and we are left with minus 4. Okay, so this should be equal to x cubed plus 3x squared plus, oh, excuse me, there should be x plus 3x plus 1 minus x cubed plus 3x squared minus 3x plus 1, and this is equal to 6x squared minus 6x plus 12x minus 12 minus 4. Okay, so on the left hand side, plus x cubed and minus x cubed cancel. In terms of the x squared terms, we have 3x squared plus 3x squared, which is 6x squared. The linear terms again cancel, plus 3x minus 3x, and then we are left with plus 1 is 2, and this should be equal to 6x squared, so that's this term. Then we have 12 minus 6 is plus 6x, and then we have minus 12 minus 4 is minus 16. So again, quadratic terms cancel, and we are left with 2 is equal to 6x minus 16. Adding 16 to both sides, we have 2 plus 16 is 6x, 18 is 6x, which means that by dividing both sides of the equation by 6, we get x is equal to 18 over 6, which means x is equal to